Welcome to Miss Ideal Girl, the headquarters for love, sex, and everything in between. If you have ever felt confused about love, curious about intimacy, stuck in a relationship, healing from heartbreak, or just trying to understand yourself a little better, this is your place. On this podcast, we talk about the real stuff. The feelings, the questions, the fears, the chemistry, the boundaries, and the truths that shape our relationships and our lives. Every episode is here to help you think deeper, feel seen, and navigate love and intimacy with more clarity, confidence, and honesty.
Infidelity,
Or the act of being unfaithful to a romantic partner can be a devastating experience for both parties involved. It can cause feelings of betrayal, hurt, and anger, and can lead to the end of a relationship. However, with the right approach, it is possible to work through infidelity and rebuild a relationship. The first step in dealing with infidelity is to understand the reasons why it occurred. Infidelity can happen for a variety of reasons, such as feeling unappreciated or unsatisfied in the current relationship, feeling a lack of emotional connection, or experiencing personal issues such as depression or low self-esteem. Understanding the reasons behind the infidelity can help to address the underlying issues and prevent it from happening again in the future. It is also important to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Both parties need to be able to express their feelings and thoughts about the infidelity without fear of judgment or retaliation. This can be difficult, but it is necessary for healing and moving forward in the relationship. It is also important to set boundaries and establish trust in the relationship. This can include setting clear expectations for communication, spending time together, and being transparent about one's actions and whereabouts. Both parties should also be willing to put in the work to rebuild trust, which can take time and professional help if needed. Couples therapy can provide a safe space for both parties to work through their feelings and emotions and to develop a plan for moving forward in the relationship. A therapist can also help to identify and address any underlying issues that may have contributed to the infidelity. It's also important to keep in mind that healing and rebuilding trust takes time, and it's not a linear process. Both parties will have good and bad days, moments of hope and moments of doubt. It's important to be patient and compassionate with each other during this time. It's also important to note that not all relationships can or should be saved after infidelity. Some people may choose to end the relationship and move on, while others may choose to work through the infidelity and rebuild the relationship. Ultimately, the decision of whether to stay together or not is a personal one and should be made based on the individual needs and desires of both parties. In conclusion, infidelity can be a difficult and painful experience for both parties involved. However, with open communication, honesty, and a willingness to work through the issues, it is possible to move past infidelity and rebuild a relationship. Seeking professional help and being patient with the process is also important. It's important to remember that each situation is unique, and it's important to make a decision that's best for yourself. Today's episode here at Miss Ideal Girl, the headquarters for love, sex, and everything in between. I hope this conversation gave you something real to think about, something to feel, or maybe even something you needed to hear at exactly the right time. Love, intimacy, relationships, and self-discovery are never as simple as people make them sound. That's why we're here to talk about it honestly, openly, and without the fake polish. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. There's always more to unpack, more to learn, and more truth to talk about. And if this episode stayed with you, share it with someone who needs it too. Until next time, stay curious, stay honest with yourself, and keep exploring everything in between because your heart deserves better conversations.